Well, hello there and welcome to Joy on the Land with Rufus. I am Rufus. Thank you to all 55 of you who have subscribed to my channel. I sure hope we can get a bunch more people subscribing, so let people know we're out here. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. You know the biz. It's the YouTube biz. And today I'm particularly excited because I have just received a shipment of shiitake mushroom plugs from a company up in northern Wisconsin called Field and Forest. I got some shiitake mushroom plugs from them 2 years ago. Mushrooms are an awesome addition to anybody's homestead. So far I've only ventured into the shiitake mushroom realm, but there's all kinds of different varieties of mushrooms that you can grow. Earlier in January, I was out in the woods cutting ironwoods. Now I've taken some of those ironwoods and I've cut them down into, roughly about 40-inch long pieces. And I'm going to show you my process for inoculating these logs. The shiitake mushrooms that I'm going to be inoculating probably won't come into production until next year. And so if you're thinking about doing this on your homestead, it might be something you want to just put into your annual calendar and just take a couple days out of the year and do a couple logs. I've got 1,000 plugs that I'm doing, which is around 20 logs. Or actually that might be 2,000 plugs and 40 logs. I think the first time, yes, now that I'm remembering it, the first time I did 1,000 plugs. And frankly, that's just not enough. So I'm in the pack shed here. I've got a fire going. I've got my log set up behind me. And I just want to show you that process. All right, well, there are a few things that you need to have when you're wanting to do this process. And one of the first things, of course, is your log. You got to have a chunk of wood to put your plugs into. When I got my packet, it comes with this great informational material, so it tells you basically everything you need to know about plugging your log. I know most of us don't like reading instructions because we just want to get into it, and I'm as guilty as anybody at that, but it's worth the read. It'll really help you to kind of formulate your plan. Here are the plugs. They come in a nice bag, and these are the individual plugs that are going to be going into the log. Now, in order to expedite this process, I made myself a little guide. This little guide helps me to evenly space my holes. You can see it just sits right on the log like that, and then you're going to drill in holes. I've got this special bit that I bought from Field and Forest as well. It's got a collar on it, so it drills into the log a certain depth. And that works really smooth. This is all done with a hand drill. So if you got your cordless hand drill, I usually stack another battery because after you've done about 20 logs, you're going to definitely need a change of battery, probably two, maybe even. And finally, after you have the plug in the log itself, you want to finish off with a little bit of wax. And this is actually cheese wax. So the nice thing about this wax is that it does not need to be melted. You can just scoop a little fingerful and you can put it right over top of that plug, and that seals up the top of the plug so that it doesn't dry out. You know what I'm noticing? I don't have my hammer. That would be the other tool that you need. You need the hammer once you drilled your hole and you've got your plug. You need the hammer to put it in. All right, folks, well, that's about it. I'm going to quit yammering on here about plugging mushrooms into logs and actually get to it. Time to fast forward this operation and get a bunch of plugs in the logs. Well, there you have it, folks. Got about 5 logs done so far and got another 15 more to go. Appreciate you coming along for the ride. It's really exciting to get these logs all plugged up, and looking forward to some fresh shiitake mushrooms whenever they start popping. Hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see you soon.